So we're down the flying field on what looks to be the start of spring, summer, but I'm sure it won't be. We always get a false start, don't we, Nick?
Always.
In this country, where you think, oh my God, the good weather's arrived early, but then I'm sure tomorrow it's going to be pouring with rain. So we're making the most of it. We're out today. Now this is XFly's latest little business jet. This is a J-65, just over a metre wingspan. Comes in red or blue, runs on 4S on the 40mm fans. You've got two 20 amp speed controllers in there. It's pretty much ready to go, very easy to put together. So the XFly J-65 is available in blue or red officially, but on special request you can get an all white version should you want to apply your own scheme. So just over a metre wingspan, 40 inches in old money, two 40mm EDFs. They are 12 blades, so should sound really good in the air. The ESCs have reverse feature, so if you are landing on a tarmac runway, an asphalt runway, you can use that for braking. Flight duration 5 to 10 minutes. That very much depends on your use of throttle and the size of your battery. They recommend a 4S 1800 to 2600 pack. Take the lid off the cardboard box and you will see that everything is very well packed in the carton. Nothing will move around, so it can't be damaged in transit to your door. Put all the components out on the table and you'll see there's not too many, so that's why they say it is so easy and quick to assemble. First step of assembly is to attach the wing to the fuselage, so slide the two wing halves together and then decide if you're going to use the Y lead at this point. But if you've got a receiver that has two separate channels for each aileron, then you may not want to use the Y lead. But if you do want to use the Y lead and a single channel on your receiver for aileron, then maybe attach that to those two aileron leads now, and that will make feeding that Y lead and the two aileron leads into the bottom of the fuselage a little easier. Then use the plastic fittings and 4 bolts to attach the wing to the bottom of the fuselage. Don't over tighten the bolts. These are only plastic fittings, so you don't want to break them by making those bolts too tight. Attaching the horizontal stabilizer to the top of the vertical stabilizer next. There's a single servo lead coming out of that horizontal stabilizer that you need to plug into the slot in the top of the vertical stabilizer. Be careful of the orientation of that plug. The black lead, the negative lead or earth lead, goes at the front. After you've done that, just use 2 bolts on one side to hold that horizontal stabilizer in place. Then fix the mains landing gear into the bottom of the wing. These just click in place. And then all that remains is for you to install your receiver, which is very easy to do because all of the cables are labelled. So just connect them into your receiver and set up the model as spec'd in the manual. So with that done, we're ready to get it into the air. So I've put a Radiomaster ER8 ELRS receiver in here. Let me just show you that quickly, Nick. Tucked it in there, and I didn't use the Y lead. I've put my separate aileron leads into separate channels. You don't have to do that. They do provide a Y lead. And then I'm using a Formax 4S 2600 pack in here. CG is marked underneath here, so just make sure it roughly balances on that and you'll be ready to go. All right. Oh, what's he doing that for?
And she's up. I think it might just be the long grass, Dom.
So just the bumpy grass.
Yeah, I've never worked out with the
That's better.
How's she flying, Dom?
Better now. Ah, much better.
I'm based in Basingstoke. You're all over the place. Yeah, I'll be going for sure.
Pulling up. Okay, landing.
Beautiful.
So, the takeoff, the bumpy grass certainly didn't help it, but I think the answer was to slowly progress the throttle and gently get it into the air, and then trimming it out for 3 or 4 circuits, and then it really settled down, and less of that kind of waggling, because I had too much. I needed to put quite a lot of down trim in. Maybe I need to adjust the position of that pack, but otherwise then flew on rails.
That might be why it jumped off. If it had a little bit of up in,
Yes.
then it might be trying to get in the air before it was ready.
Yeah. So yeah. I'll trim that out. I'll adjust the clevises to take that out. But otherwise, look really, really good in the sky. Link for this to CML distribution is in the video description and pinned comments. Otherwise, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.